Welcome back. I'm Dorothy. I'm a professional astrologer, and you can find me on the web at nhastrologer.com. Today, I want to talk about the new moon in Pisces that will be on March 11th. It's a Monday. And when we have the new moon in Pisces, it is definitely a month of fantasy and imagination, universal love, compassion. Even our sleeping can be affected when we have all of this Piscean energy around, and paying attention to our dreams is very, very important. And when all of that is present, we tend to get a little confused because there's not a lot that's very grounded during this time of year, especially with the new moon on the 11th. It is conjunct Venus, that is also in Pisces, and Mars. No, yeah, Mars is still in Pisces, the Sun is in Pisces, and Mercury is retrograde in Pisces. So we are overwhelmed with emotion that we don't even know what to do with. All right, so just keep that in mind. If that happens to you, what you can do is you can write down some wishes and goals that say, I easily see clearly the things that I need to see. And I know that's a vague sentence, but you can make it specific to whatever your current needs are. All right? So if you're feeling overly emotional and unsure about what's going on in your life, spend some time and just ask your higher self to help you clear the fog, which is very Piscean, so you can see the truth of what's going on. All right. Now let's focus on some of the other positive things that we can do with this. Pisces is all about surrender and trust, and this awareness, this psychic awareness that we all carry somewhere in our lives, somewhere in our chart. If you happen to be a Pisces, you're going to be overly sensitive, overly emotional, and thinking things through too much. And because it's not necessarily thinking, it's feeling things through too much. That's really the better way to say it. So keep this in mind. And we can ask for help with this. We can ask for angelic help. We can ask for, whatever our higher self is, however we look at God in our own way. We can ask that for guidance in that regard. All right. So those are some of the ideas that I wanted to share with you. Reconnecting or connecting in a deeper level with our spiritual lives, our spiritual masters, the people that we use in our lives, whether they're angels, ascended masters, God, anybody, whatever you call, is a great time. This is a great time to strengthen that connection. It's also a really good time to work on soulmate relationships because of the Venus in Pisces, as well as this new moon and all the other planets I've already mentioned. So, and not trying to get too far out into the fantasy world. Try to bring yourself back just a little bit if you can. If you really need, if you're a very fixed person and you could use this creativity in this fantasy time, then you focus in on that. But if you are a Pisces or you have too much water in your own chart, then it's best if you try and focus in on one or two things that are spiritual or creative, and not allow it just to go like a glass of water on the table. All right? Keep that in mind. I know it's really difficult to experience this Piscean energy in a constructive way because it really isn't constructive. It is spiritual, and it's this connection with the universe, with universal love, universal forgiveness, unconditional love. And I want you to turn that on to yourself. All right? And I feel that for me, I feel that for you. Make sure you supply yourself with abundant amounts of unconditional love and forgiveness and compassion for wherever you are and whatever you are doing, because we're all love and we're all loved. I'm just going to leave it at that. Please go to my website, all right, and you can read this in its entirety. There's a lot more there: meditation, yoga, how to focus in on those things, all right, and surrender and trust. I could go on and on, but I don't want to bore you too much. Please go read nhastrologer.com. Thank you very much. Please share. Please find me on Facebook, Dorothy Morgan Astrologer. And blessed be, and namaste.